the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens 29.
2nd down and 3. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run with Etienne. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Trying to improvise. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
A give running right, ETN.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
A give to ETN running right.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
3 yards the gain there, second down. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Etienne. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there out of the running game.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They go play action now. Jackson. Steps away to his left.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The first down carry for Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Davis. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now Etienne. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll run, it's Etienne. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a short gain here down to the 22. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. On play action, Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10. ETN with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 17. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Full to run show, Fatukasi there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's taken in by Duvernay. Uses the stiff arm. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. That one's certainly of interest to many around the league. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Off play action. Coleman. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.